It's Victoria. I just wanted to say hi and tell you a little bit of a story that happened a couple of days ago. So I was in the washroom and I'm walking up to the counter in our washroom, and it's just chaos on the counter, right? And girl stuff everywhere. There's makeup and scrunchies and lotions and potions and all this cool stuff. And and I was like, oh, this is such a girl's washroom kind of thing. And then I was like, it was late at night and I'm just about to jump into bed with my beautiful girl over here, and it just dawns on me all of a sudden. I'm like, wow, I'm so lucky. I get to be me. I get to have all of these wonderful experiences of being my true self. Um, and never imagined that I would be here. 5.5 years ago, I started transitioning, and I remember back then how scared I was, staring off into the abyss of what I had no idea what it was going to look like. Um, so much anxiety, so much fear, and nonetheless, I still had to go for it, kind of thing. I have a bull in a china shop kind of mentality. So once I decided that I could not live a lie anymore and I had to follow my truth, I was like, I'm doing this. Even though that meant, at least from at that time, it meant I was taking a bomb to my life. I was 42, almost 43 years old. I was married. I had 2 kids. I was living in the suburbs. I had supportive parents and supportive friends and all of this amazing stuff. But I was coming out as trans. And so I knew, or at least I assumed, that everything that I knew was going to disintegrate before my very eyes. And so that was the feeling back then. And I remember how scary that was. It did not change my direction. It did not make me afraid more than I was going to do it anyways, regardless of what was going to happen. Because it was still better than the alternative of living a lie, and I was definitely having suicidal ideations at that time, living that fake life. So I still did it. And I was thinking to myself in that bathroom just a couple of days ago, and I was like, I wish I could have taken a snapshot of what my current life is like and used my time machine and sent a picture back to Victor, which is my dead name, 5.5 years ago, right when that person was on the precipice of their life collapsing. It wouldn't have changed the story. I still would have got here, but it would have helped me with my anxiety. It would have helped me with my fear. It would have given me a piece of existence that I didn't have. I still did it, but all of that fear about the great unknown at that time. And so I think to myself, I was still brave, but I was very lucky as well. I lived in Canada. I had a house that I sold that I helped pay for a lot of stuff that I wouldn't have been able to do otherwise. I lived a privileged life in a lot of ways, even with my transition. But if I had sent that story back and I still did it, it would have made me feel peace. And then I was thinking to myself, even though I did it, even though all of this stuff, and not to make me feel special, because so many of us do that in much, much more difficult situations, but imagine yourself right now in your there. Maybe you are there right now. Or maybe you're just starting your transition and you have all of this fear. You have all of this anxiety and you have all of these things that hold you back. People that hold you back. Former life that holds you back. The comforts of that old life and how strong they pull back from you living your life and being your most authentic self, whatever that authentic self is. And I think future you is waiting for you to do the thing, like, so that they can get to the place where they are. Future you is saying, I know you can't see me yet, but I'm here on the other side of this really difficult time that you have to go through. And that really difficult time is going to challenge you in ways you may have never been challenged yet. It may mold you in ways that you can't anticipate. You are going to go through this transformation in a lot of ways, and nothing other than that transformation can get you to the place where you need to go. There's no shortcuts, unfortunately. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes all of these very difficult things to become the newest version and bestest version of yourself, and most authentic version of yourself. And so I think to myself, I couldn't send a message back to Victor 5.5 years ago. How I wish I could, but I didn't. And I'm still here. I'm still lucky. But what I can do is I can help other people. I can help current you be brave. I can help you believe in yourself. I can help you see yourself and the possibilities of what and who you are going to become. But that person that you are going to become depends on who and what you do, who you are and what you do right now. So it's time to be brave. It's time to let go of that anxiety and that fear and that all those things that hold us back. Because future you is waiting so that the current you gets to become that happy, authentic future self. And the only person who can do that, unfortunately, you can't be carried there. You have to go through it yourself. And I know those decisions are so difficult. Oh, they must pull at you in so many ways, but it's worth it. It's worth it. For all of the things that I did, for all of the suffering I had, every single piece of it molded me into the person that I have become, and I'm so grateful to have gone through that experience to get to the place that I am now, because I've never known joy the way I've known joy now. I've never known love the way I know it now. I've never known self-love the way I know it now. And that is because I trusted in the process and I believed in myself. And I chased it with reckless abandon, as they say. So be brave. Future you is waiting. Love ya.